All, welcome to Programmer's World. Myself Harish. If you are first time watching the videos in our channel, then I will give a short intro of it. So this channel completely deals with learning programming languages simple and efficiently. So if you are here to learn various programming languages in simple and efficient way, do subscribe to our channel and watch the videos and enjoy it. So let's get into the video. So in this video, what we are going to take a look is the flow control statements. What are all the flow control statements present in Python and what is its purpose? And we are going to see with each and every flow control statement with some sample programs also. So we'll see one by one. So let's start. So why flow control statements is necessary in every programming language? It is a kind of statements that is used to control which set of statements that needs to be executed at runtime. To control the flow of execution based on some particular conditions, we need some statements, and those set of statements are known as flow control statements. So in Python, we can classify the flow control statements into three parts. One is the conditional statements, transfer statements, and iterative statements. Each one we will be seeing it in separate videos. In this video, we will be seeing it about the conditional statements. So in conditional statements, there are three set of statements: if, elif, or if-else, if, elif, or else. So if statement, if-else statement, if, elif, else. So this is a kind of a nested if-else statement. Nested if-else, nested if is also available. So we will see one by one. So first we will be starting with conditional statements. So in the conditional statement, we will be starting with if statement. So the general syntax of if statement is, if the condition is true, the respective statement will be executed, else those statements will not be executed. We can specify this, the syntax is if the condition, if that is true, a colon, and then we need to print the statement, or else we can print multiple statements also, like if the condition, if this is true, colon, and here in Python would be, we can use braces. Those braces and all we'll be seeing it for method blocks and methods and functions. When implementing those kind of stuffs, methods and all, we'll be using braces. Normal statements, execution and all, we need to specify some indentation space. Indentation means we need to specify some white spaces, that is one tab space count. Why Python is recommending these kind of tab space count is to improve the readability of the code. In C# or Java, those kind of programming languages, we use, if in if condition, we use a brace statement if we are specifying multiple lines of statements inside an if block, and it's not mandatory that we need to specify some white spaces. Without white spaces also we can give, but in Python it is not so. So we need to specify with some indentation white space, that is a tab space. I will just show some example for it. So I will be opening the Python interpreter. So a simple example, I'll just declare a equal to 10 if a, the condition, if a is equal to 10 space colon, I'll be printing, I'll just print a value is 10. So if I execute, so it denotes whether we need to have another statement. If not, we can give another enter. It would be executing the a value is 10 since this condition is true. If I give a equal to 11 and I try to execute this statement, we will not be getting any output. So this is for single line. So if you are going for multiple lines, so now what I would be doing is a equal to 10, and if I am entering value here itself, print a, just print a. If I give enter, I'll be getting an error, indentation error, expected an indented block. So we are required to provide the necessary white spaces. even if you are typing in a editor, and if you are saving it in a script file and running it through command prompt, then also we must specify this, we must maintain this indentation spaces. So if I give a equal to 10 and then space, a tab space, and now if I try to print a, I'll be getting the value 10 printed. I'll not be getting any indentation error. So here indentation is very much important in Python to improve the readability of the code. So this is about if statement. And then the next statement is if else. So if else is simple. If the condition is true, the if statement in the if condition would be executed. If it is false, the else block would be executed. So we'll just see another sample example with the above case itself. If a equal to 10, tab space, print if block executed. Here else. Here we should not specify tab space because the if block has come to an end and we are going to move on to the next block. So else, so this is an invalid syntax. We cannot specify if else in the interpreter mode. So I will just, we can specify. I have missed the syntax error. So the syntax is like we need to give a colon actually. I'm sorry, I forgot it. So I'll just give another time. If block executed, else. Now it doesn't throw an error. A tab space, print, else block executed. If block executed, the output is if block executed. If I want to a equal to 11 and then try with print if block executed, else, print else block executed, else block would be executing. If the condition fails, the else block would be executing. Else, if the condition is true, the if block would be executing. So this is about if else. Next statement is if-elif-else. So nested if else. So the nested if else, how it would be working is like in Java, C# and all, we will be having the keyword else if. So in Python, we are having elif. So if, elif, else. So if the condition 1 is true, the set of statements would be executing. Elif, if the condition 2 is true, this set of statements would be executing. Like that it follows on. So here, if the condition 1 is true, then this statement would be executing and remaining set of statements are ignored. It will not be executing. If this condition fails, then only the next condition would be checked, the condition 2. If this is also failing, then only the next condition would be checked. So this is the flow, okay, for if else, if elif. And then the point to be noted is else block is optional. It's not mandatory that if you specify if or if you specify if and elif, we need to specify else block. Else block is not necessary, it is optional one. And in Python, switch statement is not available. Instead of switch only, we are having this kind of switch if, elif, else. So now we will be seeing some sample programs for conditional statements. So the first program is the program to find the biggest and the smallest of two numbers from command prompt. So I'll be typing a code here. So I'll be giving a equal to, okay, let me get an input. Instead of giving a hard coded manual value, I'll be getting an input. So to print and get an input from the user through command prompt, I said the method is input, and since I want to get a number, I am going to typecast it into int. So int of input, enter first number. So this one I will be assigning it to the a variable. Similarly, I will be getting another value b, and this one would be the second number, and this one I will be assigning to b value. Now I want to print the largest of the two numbers. So I will be using the if statement. If a is greater than b, colon, space, tab space, print a is greater. Okay, if you want I can print the value to a. Else, if a is not greater than b, then obviously b would be the greater number. So b is greater. B value. So this is a statement. So I'll just save this code and try to run it in command prompt. So I have moved to the location. I'll be executing. We can try with for executing instead Python test the file name. We can also use Python or py keyword. So I'll try with the py keyword, py test.py. So enter the first number. I'll be giving 10. Enter the second number. I will be giving 20. B is greater 20. So again I will be executing. I will be giving 30 and the second number is 3. So A is greater. So with this we will be getting the largest of two numbers. To get the smallest of two numbers, simple. Just I will be saying changing the symbol A less than B. A is smaller. B is smaller. Saving it. I will be running the code. Enter the first number 23. Enter the second number 34. A is smaller. I will be again running 34, 23. So B is smaller now. So this way we can get the largest and the smallest numbers between two numbers. And then the next program is to find the largest and the smallest number between three numbers. So in the previous operators video I showed to find the largest between three numbers we could use ternary operator. With the help of if conditional statement, how to get it, I will just show it now. So I would get another input, C, enter third number. So how to check? So first we need to check whether A is greater than the other numbers. So A greater than B and A greater than C. A is greater. So then what we need to do? Elif, because we need to check. So if this condition is false, A is not greater than B and A is not greater than C, then obviously either B should be greater or C should be greater. So we need to check whether B is greater or C is greater. So for that, elif, the condition is B greater than C. So then obviously B is the greater number. So finally I will be executing else. If A is not greater, B is not greater, then obviously C should be the greater number. So C is greater. I will be printing C. I am saving the code and we will run the code. Just enter the first number 13, enter the second number 34, enter the third number 46. C is greater. Enter the first number 56, second number 23, third number 34. A is greater. First number 23, second number 34, and the third number is 12. B is greater. So we get all the blocks executed perfectly. So in this way we can, through conditional statement, we can get the largest of three numbers. To get the smallest of three numbers, the same condition, we just need to change the symbol. A greater than B and A less than B and A less than C, or else B is lesser than C. smaller. I'll just show for a single output. Test to PI, enter the first number 34, 12, 345. So B is the smallest number. So with this we can get the largest and the smallest numbers between three numbers. And then the next program is to check whether the given number is even or odd. So to check this, we'll be getting two numbers from the user, or we just get only one number. So I'll just remove this. So in the condition, okay, I'll just remove everything. I'll just write newly. So we know to a number to be even, the remainder should be 0, and when dividing by 2, the remainder should be 0. So a percentage 2. Why am I using percentage operator is it would return the remainder. So that is the modulo operator. So a modulo 2 is equal to 0, then print a is even number. Else print a is odd number. So I'll be saving this and we'll try to run the code. Enter the first number. So 23. A is odd number. Enter the number 34. A is even number, as 34 is divided by 2 and we get the remainder as 0. So with this we can get the odd and even number. And then the next program is to program to check whether the given number is in between 1 to 100 or any range. So here I have given 1 to 100. So how to check that I will show. So to check that, so I will be getting a number, enter a number, and if that number is greater than or equal to 1 and a lesser than or equal to 100, so then a is in between 1 to 100, or else a is not in between 1 to 100. I'll save it, run the program. 45. A is in between 1 to 100. Run again. I'll give 4564. A is not in between 1 to 100. So with this we can get whether number is in between a particular range of number or not through if-else. And then the last program is program to take a single digit number from the keyboard and print its value in English word. So we don't have any inbuilt function in Python to print the digit. If 1 means we need to print one, like that we don't have any inbuilt function. We just need to hard code it only. So through if-elif statement, how we can do it, I'll just demonstrate. Enter the number. If a is equal to 1, so if a is equal to 1, I will be printing 1. So I'll just copy this and then paste it here, and I will be using elif a equal to 2, print 2. I will be copying it again, pasting a equal to 3. Like this we can do till what we want. I will be just doing till 3. So then finally, if we are not giving a equal to 1 to 3, then else print give a number between 1 to 3. Sorry. So this is a program. So I'll run this. s.py, enter a number 2. It will be printing 2. 1, 1. 3, 3. If I give 4, give a number between 1 to 3. So this is another program to just for explaining the conditional statements. And then I just want to show another thing, if block. So I'll just show the demo of this also. Test.py, enter number 1, 1 inside if block default. If I give any other number 2, we'll be just printing default. So this is about the conditional statements in Python. In the next video we will be looking into the flow iteration statements. I hope you would have liked this video. If you have liked it, please comment and please like the video, and please mention in the comments if there is any suggestions or doubts, and do subscribe to our channel and watch our videos regularly. Thank you.